Boom, 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 boom. What is going on, people? Welcome to McLaren Fan TV. Your boy here, Peter on Paul. I'm joining my co-host rather, Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. What's going on, man?
I'm here. I'm here. Everybody saying, look, people saying we set the stream time wrong. Listen, we have to do it a bit early. Do you know why? Because I'm fasting, guys, man. I'm 7:30. I get to eat, so we can't
You
be
know them
streaming
ones.
right then time. So we have to do it a little bit early, and we have to give it to the people because obviously a lot has happened in a week at McLaren.
Boy, a lot has happened in a week for sure. Alex, we'll go straight into the comment section. Alex saying, I think you set the stream time wrong. No, we have not, my peoples. No, we have not. But yeah, a lot has happened in the news of McLaren, especially. We find out that James Key has actually left McLaren. Is it officially by mutual consent, or is it a case of you know, Zach Brown has had to lay the law and kind of send him on his way? It seems a bit more what's the word I'm looking for? It seems a bit like compliant. It seems like everything was done nicely. Um, but yeah, big story, man. Big story. No James Key at the helm. I had him on fraud watch for this season, but all of a sudden, my man's just dipped. So what was your thoughts when that news broke? And obviously in the comment section as well, let us know what your thoughts were
Yeah, let
about
us let
James
us know
Key
in
and
the
his gone.
comments. Let us know what you thought about the whole situation with James Key. Like, honestly, when it happened, I was like, rah. Do you know what's so funny? Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was on a live stream on last lap.
Oh.
I didn't want to say this guy might get fired. Right, this might be the day. It's over
Mm.
for him. But from looking at all the information and looking at all the wording from like Zach and McLaren and just reading every little article and stuff like that, this guy was gone from a long time ago. I think he got sacked a long time ago.
Yeah, so yeah, from what I'm exactly same thing, because let's have it right. Now, interesting you said that you were on the live stream and you felt like, look, this might be his time. Because in my opinion, as much as I had him on the fraud watch, I sort of felt like the last two weekends, and especially race weekends rather, um, the fault hasn't gone down to James Key as such. The fault hasn't necessarily gone down to performance. We've had issues with the car, some things that we couldn't help. We had damage, we had things of that nature, we had electrical failures and stuff like that. So I felt like, he could buy these last 2 weeks. If you're going to sack him, it's not because he performed poorly on the first two race weekends. So to see that it's happened, and as you're saying rightly, that it seemed like this was in the works for some time. My question then is, what's made them pull the trigger now?
I think this is what's happened. Yeah, this is my theory. This don't take this as for words, for every word for like as the gospel truth, because it's not.
It's not
This is just
gospel.
me analyzing and looking at the situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think James Key came up with that car in 2022, and then Brown was like, "Listen, this is your final warning. This is not good enough. The upgrades need to enhance the car, right?"
Mm,
We got to the car in September where there was like a major upgrade. I think it was around Singapore, right?
yeah.
It didn't propel us as forward as we thought it was going to do, and I think Zach pulled the trigger. Then I think Zach's quite trigger. I think he kind of knows it. Whether it was an ultimatum to Key to say, listen, we're going to bring in some help for you, and we want to do this structure of a technical team. So you are no longer the technical lead. You're going to share this role with other people. And Key
Yeah.
said no. Then obviously he has to serve a period of time away from the team because Key weren't at testing. Key weren't at the launch.
Yeah.
This is a man that's been put on gardening leave. It sounds like it. It sounds
It's,
like they kept him away from the whole situation because there weren't no
mm,
interviews with him ahead of the season. Wasn't really like much involvement. He wasn't really involved. I'm thinking back to all the videos and stuff like that. He wasn't involved in any of that. He wasn't even there.
yeah.
So
I wonder if it's, I just thought my man's cooking. You know the ones. I thought like, listen, the car's awful. He needs to cook. That's why we're not seeing no interviews. We ain't seeing him at the launch. The launch, if we remember, wasn't wasn't positive, wasn't uplifting. So, I kind of felt like, okay, my man's out there doing the grind. Because if there's nothing I can't stand more, right? If you're performing badly and then I see you at the rave partying, Like, I don't want to see that. I don't see
What's
none of
there to
that.
smile about?
There's nothing
That
to
one.
smile
What's there to
about.
smile about?
You need to get back to business, getting training, or getting the wind tunnel, or getting anything, and sort out the mess.
Or is
So
it a case? Is it a case, Peter? What do you think? Is it a case? Because obviously the 2023 car is built early. It's
yeah,
built like towards the end of around maybe September, October. They know kind of have a feeling of where this car's going to be, right?
yeah.
He's gone to Brown and said that, and then Brown's like, "Nah, this ain't good enough. I'm bringing in my own people."
Hmm.
And then they've delayed it. They've delayed the announcement because they need to secure David Sanchez and make sure they have the announcement ready straight after. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's a very
Because
strong
this is
possibility.
this is this is not James Key has been sacked and we're searching for somebody. This is James Key's been sacked and we've already got people. We've already done the
Yeah,
structure here already, and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
something you do overnight. That's not something that
No.
you see. Oh, in Saudi, we're gonna sack after the Saudi rest of that. We're gonna sack James Key and we're gonna bring other people in straight away. That takes a while, especially this type of management structure. So I feel like maybe they did this ages ago in the middle of last season, and then they're like, "Nah, we got. If he's not going to accept working with other technical leads, he's got to
Yeah.
go."
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely all speculation. You can't really tell what's the reasoning behind the move. I can only assume. Obviously, I assume Zach Brown and the gang know what they're doing. And the question I think, do I feel sorry for James? I don't know because him and Seidel sort of come together, didn't they, in around 2019, around that time, and both are culpable for what was good and for what was bad of this McLaren. And for some strange reason, it seems like James Key's not going to be part of this sort of new wind tunnel kind of thing that he kind of, I heard from what I've read and listened to, both him and Seidel were like, no, no, no. The first thing we need to sort out here is this new wind tunnel, our own one, not go to Cologne and have to deal with Toyota's old, Toyota's bins, basically. Like, we need to sort. So he kind of had the right idea. This is a guy who's obviously come from teams lower down the grid and has performed well as directors there, as a team principal there, and whatnot. So it almost feels like surely there was something he had to offer. There was something there. It's very, very, like, I don't get why we walked into the season with him.
Do you think he was given a fair opportunity? Because obviously the tunnel weren't there for him to show what he done. Obviously, this for the 2022 car was all his own doing, right? He was in charge of that,
Yeah,
and it wasn't good at all. The previous, if we look at the previous car, was it really him? Because I'm
that's the
thinking about it, like, because remember 2020 and 2021 is the same car. It's just got a little
yeah,
bit. It's the basically B spec version of that same car.
yeah,
It's basically the same design. And
yeah.
Key came in late 2019. That means that car was made in early 2019. So that was Andre Stella and Peter Petromo and Pat Fry's car.
So the thing is, was he given a fair crack? When you're a big team, brother, you got to react. You've got to do. You got Bayern Munich, right? In football, Bayern Munich are juggernauts in Germany. Julian Nagelsmann got the sack recently, and from the outside looking in, Bayern are doing what Bayern do. Like, they're top of the league in Germany. They're in the Champions League quarterfinal or semi-final, whatever. Like, what is the reason for sacking him? But they see some flaws. They see some things that have taken place, and they've thought, you know what? Rather than wait for it to go pear-shaped, you know, and last season's, he lost to Villarreal in the Champions League. That's a disgrace for Bayern Munich. And for us, we had a mare last year, an absolute mare last year. And I think Zach Brown, you made a good case earlier where he might be looking at the situation of, I'm starting to see some things that are already meant to be planned for next year, and it's not looking good, bruv. And Zach's just said, you know what? I'm pulling the trigger. I don't trust this guy into the new era, into the new regime. And McLaren have kind of changed their structure now, haven't they? With him
Yeah.
gone, we'll get onto it in a sec, but like, they kind of changed his structure. They've changed the structure. So it's not like they've gone like for like replacement and said, well, this is the job we want, and this guy's just not doing that job well. Instead, they've gone with the whole, we had an idea of what we want McLaren to look like, and we were kind of buying you time to see if you can actually prove us wrong, and they're proving them right. And so I think they've pulled at that point.
Just look at some of the comments were made by Zach Brown. Like he said,
Let's
the
let's
technical
dissect this.
development has not gone at a quick enough pace. He said the
That's
technical performance does not match the ambition of the
yeah,
team. Look at what he's saying.
yeah.
And
Well,
is there a reason why? Look, every single time we go back to this, is there a reason why Zach was like happy to let Seidel go? Be like, yeah, go. Because maybe he wasn't happy with how Seidel oversaw Key, and he's like, this is not good enough anyway, so you can go. It's fine. It's unraveling a little bit. I think Zach tweeted something when it happened. Yeah. And I was like, raw, Zach, you're doing a madness. I said, Zach's got. First of all, I'm on Zach's Twitter page. His header is elite. Mika Hakkinen's McLaren.
Oh, you already know what time it is this year. You know what time it is this year, okay? You know what's happening. It's livery-wise, anyway.
So if you know Zach Brown loves that car and it's his bloody header on Twitter, you know what's gonna happen. So Zach Brown quoted the McLaren statement about the organizational changes and said, "Change was needed. We push forward." What?
Hey, Zach's gangster, Let's call it what it is. Like he's gangster, man. He's moving gangster, man. At the end of the day, like when he sees something wrong, he pulls that trigger. Danny Rick, bang. You know what I'm saying? James Key, bang. Seidel, you want to leave? No problem. I'll show you where the door is. Like,
see, this is the problem, yeah. And I kind of wrestled with it in my own mind, yeah. And I don't know what you think about this. So let me know. Is it too much of Zach Brown just firing everybody? Because he was too quick to hit the trigger with Honda, maybe, and get rid of that deal and put a Mercedes in. Maybe he was too quick to.
Wasn't it Renault, yeah?
No. He got rid of the Honda deal and then he got rid of the Renault deal.
Oh, he oversaw Honda and Renault.
Yeah, when he first came in, he got rid of Honda.
I tell you what, to add to
is
your point,
is he too trigger happy?
And to add to your point, the redundancies. It looked like
he's too trigger happy for the redundancy as well.
We took off more than we could chew. You know them ones. Like,
what do you think?
No, because
let me know in the crowd what you think as well.
Yeah, we'll get into the comments as well. I don't think he is too trigger because has he got it wrong? Has he got it
in the
wrong?
first place? So,
for every
do
move
you judge a guy
down,
for being correcting his errors?
Do I judge a guy for correcting his errors? Do I, as in, judge good or bad, or just as
badly,
in,
like? Okay. So you fired too many people in the aero department to try to save on the cost cap, and now you've hired all these aero guys because you've made that said mistake. That mistake's on Key.
Listen, I like the fact that if you've made a mistake and you rectify the mistake, if you make a mistake and you rectify your mistake, I can applaud that. The problem is how many mistakes have you had to rectify? That's where I'd get weary. So I'm not necessarily, if somebody, if you're 2-0 down and you win 3-2, I will commend you for coming back to 3-2. However, why were you 2-0 down in the first place? And if it's happening too often, then I'm judging it on a bad sense. If it is just a case, because let's look at it, right? Let's look at Zach's time and what judgment calls he's made, where we would say good or bad. So let's say, for example, the Renault engine situation. Yeah. Seeing as he brought that in, good or bad?
I think we were better than where we was before, but it was only like a short period of time until we got the Mercedes engine and put that in, and was it really worth doing that Renault engine deal for like a year or whatever it was?
I mean, so is the Mercedes deal good, in your opinion?
If we want to beat Mercedes, why have a Mercedes deal?
Yeah, so that one could be in the water because it could be for the time being for where we were. We needed that Mercedes engine, and then we need to move on now. As time has gone on, now it's time to move on. I look at, did he recruit Seidel and Key? We look at those two situations there.
I think with the Seidel thing, obviously, I feel like the management of the team got better, right?
Yeah,
we were better. We were more organized. We did better pit stops. We were as a structure of a team. There was more wholeness, and he dealt with the drivers quite well. Yeah. So, what I was saying is, with Key was only his big shot was the 2022 regulations because that other car wasn't really his.
Yeah,
the base model of that car wasn't his, so he was just tweaking an already solid foundation there built by, and maybe maybe there's maybe a rift between Stella and Key. Maybe Stella was like, I'm kind of better than you at making goals. So
Do you know what?
you got to go.
So when I thought of this James Key announcement, a lot of my thoughts were, Stella's getting a grip on this, because now, as we move on to the new structure here, Stella's got a bit more of a role now, hasn't he? He's got even more than what he sort of bargained for in the winter, by the look of things. He looks like he's looking after sort of almost two teams in a sense. Like the team principal job is probably hard enough, but have I got it right that he's also looking after now he's got the performance side of things done, but he's also overseeing the technical, the aerodynamic side too. And
Yeah,
even like,
he listen. Okay, so before I'm trying to just remember right now.
because then you got Piers as well. You got Piers
No, I'm trying to
retiring.
remember the timeline. Let me see if I got the
Oh,
timeline of what happened when Brown came in.
okay, got you.
Brown came in, then got rid of the old guard. This is like after Ron Dennis got voted out by stakeholders.
Yeah. God,
I
imagine
think
if Ron
maybe
was
we'll
there.
switch into maybe the Honda deal was already over at that point.
Yeah.
I think towards then.
somebody.
So maybe
I think
Brown
Alex
didn't
has
pull the
mentioned
trigger
it.
on that one. Maybe
Yeah, Alex
you're right.
mentioned.
Alex, you're right. I think it was Renault. I think Renault, he pulled the trigger on Renault, not the Honda deal. I think the Honda deal was already done.
Right.
Before he was there. But he could still say he's trigger happy with the Renault thing, but Renault wasn't good anyway, so it was a good decision.
So it's a good decision, yeah.
All right, so new technical team. So they started this technical executive thing, which is kind of reminded me of, when was it? Back in the day, remember like 2006 times?
Just before what, Whitmarsh era? Like
Yeah,
before he was
Whitmarsh, like when like
so
there were just bare senior people and nobody was responsible for nothing.
yeah.
And everybody used to just pass the buck to each other. And it was just
Okay.
like, oh, this person's ahead, this person's ahead, this person. And it was just like, that
So
was like 2006, 2007. Like
are you
around the
skeptical
time
as me then?
Newey left. Newey was like, I've had enough of this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because
So
you're hiring bare people telling me what to do.
are you skeptical then, as I am, in terms of this whole? There's like 20 man now for this role, for
So
these roles, because you've got, from what I see here, we've got Peter Prodromou, who is
Peter Prodromou,
he's now
technical director of Aero.
Yeah. Then we've got David Sanchez, who comes back to McLaren as technical director, but not until next year.
Technical director of car concept and performance.
Oh, is it car?
He's
Car
another
company. Yeah,
technical
you're
director.
right. Yes,
So
yes. Car.
so it's
Yes,
like it's
correct.
3 technical directors, and then you got Neil Holdley, I think.
Neil Holdley, yeah, who's now been
Engineering and
promoted.
design.
Correct, to a new
So
role.
now we got three technical directors,
and all will report to Stella. That's heavy.
Peter Prodromou, I'm happy with that, because
Yeah.
I personally think
what's
Peter
your thoughts on
Prodromou is better
Pete?
than James Key.
What's the background with Peter? I know he's been in Formula One for decades.
He's been in for a very long time under Newey. Was in McLaren back in the day with Newey, and then went to Red Bull with him.
Right.
Was there under the Vettel years.
Okay.
Early Vettel years, anyway. So he was there. He was one of Newey's prodigies. Him and Dan Fellows, and then we tried to nick him and Dan Fellows off Red Bull, but we only got Prodromou. We didn't get Fellows because they said that's too much. You're taking a piss. Christian Horner said, "Nah, you ain't doing that. You're not taking Dan Fellows and Peter Prodromou." So, but Peter Prodromou, like when he came in, I thought he was going to be somebody that's more of a taking more of a leading role, but Ron kind of back seated him, put him in the cupboard a little bit. Didn't really give him the roles. Where the kind of cars that he kind of worked on, obviously was hampered by the Honda engine, and then 2019, 2020, him and Stella worked on that car, which turned out to be a good car aerodynamically anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's kind of getting the head job in Aero. So, but the kind of like, I don't know whether would I felt more comfortable if they just gave Peter Prodromou the full James Key job and it was just one job. I'd probably feel more comfortable if it was just him. But maybe he doesn't want to fulfill that role in full because it requires a lot of stuff, especially when you got a new wind tunnel and stuff like that. So maybe splitting out the role and having that experience with David Sanchez there, who's already been at the team previously, And then we've got Neil Holdy as well, that's been there for a while, engineering and design. And then you got Peter Tin, I think, is the chief operating officer. So he's going to
And
be
yeah,
controlling everything in terms of like staff and stuff like that. He's quite organized. He's been around for a very long time as well. So we've got talking about very experienced people. It's just about how do they gel, work together. Is there going to be a buck of responsibility and not be working trying to like blame culture or anything like that? I just hope that's not the case.
yeah. I mean, for me, I look at it, the situation. I'm thinking, okay, look, this is a brand new structure. It's clearly a discussion that Zach Brown and Stella have had, where I think because I think Zach makes the point of, glad to have had this full review. I think was the quote, full review with Stella in terms of looking at how this team is going moving forward. Stella's still talking big talk as well, that I'm looking forward to heading the team back to the front of the grid. There's a lot
I
of
praise Rat.
listen.
Yeah, he's talking a lot. Yeah,
He's,
listen,
he
it's gonna
is.
backfire crazy if that don't
He,
work.
he is. He is. And it's because it's one of those ones, isn't it? Like, one thing I like about people that are quite ambitious, like Stella gets the new role this season, right? And he could just be satisfied. He could be comfortable with that and be like, Rags, I've made it. Yeah, I'm gonna chill. But he's still got ideas. He's still got his own plan. And I think he may have had that plan to begin with and was just waiting for a matter of time. Like, Key could have been a part of this, but like he might have wanted to rename sort of Key's position. But the fact that now he's got reins, him and Zach Brown now is the new Seidel and Zach Brown. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them two now are gonna run this team, and we know Zach Brown to be running more commercially, and then all performance now is based on under Stella's watch, and I'm intrigued to see. Stella's got 2 seasons for me to make me judge, make a judgment on him. But he's got 2 good years, man. He's got 2 good years. When I say two, as in like, let's include the 2025. Let's say 3 years. So we got this year. I want to see how he mends the mess this season. I want to see how 2024 is like all right, we're going to start a little bit from scratch, and then let's make something whereby we can build on it the following year. And if we can see some of those signs, mate, I'll be excited. Bloody hell.
What's happened there?
No, it's a sensor light in here.
You gotta do the clap, man. You got the
Yeah,
clap lights.
it's like I gotta move up. But yeah, carry on while I get up.
All right, so definitely, like, guys, we're cooking something. Stella and Seidel, no, Stella and Zach Brown are cooking something because McLaren signed 15 new aero and design personnel from Red Bull, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. So that's a lot of people.
Bear man.
So you got rid of loads of people because of the cost cap, and then you got rid of too much, but then you're at least replacing it with quality. You're replacing it with people that are on towards the top of the grid already. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People that are experienced. So it's good that we're actually going to have a proper aero team with a brand new wind tunnel, brand new simulators, state-of-the-art equipment. Let's see what they can do here. That's why I'm so excited for the 2025 car, because that's going to be fully made in that tunnel.
Yeah.
Then we'll have David Sanchez there. We'll have everybody that's on gardening leave coming through on January 1st, 2024. So there's a lot going on. So we got, like, even people were spotting it. People remember what we said. This is how we know we're smart. Remember a couple streams back where we said there's a lot of aero jobs available on McLaren right now on LinkedIn. Remember we said that?
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
It's mad. It's actually mad that that's happened. Bear with me 2 seconds. I need to do something very quickly, but carry on. Sorry, bear with me.
So we got, who's it? Grant Kennedy. He's in the aero, and he used to be XAM and Mercedes. I think we've got Seferin as well from Mercedes, from Aston Martin as well. So we've got a lot of people coming through from different teams. Hopefully they can just all mesh together. This is the kind of stuff that I was worried about last season. I was like, why are you not making moves? Why are you not poaching stuff? What's going on here?
You said this.
I was very upset by it. I was like, you could tell me all about this wind tunnel what you want, but we need stuff to actually be working in there. And those moves are actually being made now. And shout out to Alex, because Alex in the chat, he's the guy.
He's the
guy.
He
predicted
that. Yeah, let's be careful.
Yeah, he knows his ego is growing. He spotted all of that.
Yeah, man.
We spotted it as well because we saw the LinkedIn post. We were like, Why are you lot hiring so much aerodynamicists? What's going on here?
Mm.
Clearly, they're hiring poaching guys from other teams.
No, a lot's gone on. Let's get into the comment section because there is a lot to look forward to. I mean, there's a lot going on, and you know that can always leave people concerned. But at the same time, you know, I think it almost feels like now McLaren can find, like, Zach now has a whole handle on this team of like, right, everything here is mine. Everything and anything I want now is mine. So let's go. Let's do this again. Canadian Gringo says, "Man's rocking the merch. Come on, brother. Come on. You're done now. Each and every." Hold tight, Drea says, "Evening to you all. Big at yourself, Drea. Hope you are good." Uzair says, "What's up, guys?" Uzair, hope you are doing well. Um, Canadian Gringo says, "Donating money to our struggling team." Yeah, boy. Well, someone's got to put some more sponsors on that McLaren for sure. I said, fellas, my ego is
47.
getting
I just seen a post. 47 sponsors.
47. There you go.
47 sponsors. No one is near us.
Yeah,
Actually, no. You know what? Tell a lie. Alfa Romeo's got 45 sponsors. I did not know that.
raw. Do you know what it is?
Alfa Romeo,
It's
what
because
is
of all
going
that
on here?
all that all that carbon fiber, bro. That's what they're
No, the
hiding it
second
in
they
there.
heard Audi, they said all the sponsors like, yeah, we got to
Get
come
them.
through.
Yeah, we got to come true for that. Drea says, "I think they sacked Key, to be honest." Yeah, I think it's very much so. We're leaning towards that way. Alex says, "Brown had some fighting words. You wanted me to mention that one." Yep. Yep, indeed. Drea says, "McLaren is on the move, guys. I wonder if it's all Stella's doing, or was it already going on with Seidel? I have a feeling it might be Stella making things happen."
Stella built a car for us. He
Yeah.
probably knows. He's been around the block. He probably knows what the issues are. And the second he's been put in a position of power, he's like, remember the first thing we said when he got hired. The first thing I remember, I spotted it and I said, "What's going on here?" He said, "I need to look at the technical side of things. What's going on over there?" He
And
said,
here
"Let me
we
look
are,
in the factory. What's happening? Look what's happened." That's the
straight
first
away,
thing he said that was on his memo. He needs to see what these guys are building.
straight away,
And
straight
then what's he
away.
done?
Boy, dominoes are flying. Um, yeah, I definitely think there's a co-ownership there with Zach and Stella, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing Stella do his thing, man. I'm here for it, bro. We're back in it. Nathan says, "Good evening, brothers. You done know, big at yourself. We are finally cooking," says Alex. Yeah, Alex is fully behind it, man. This is what
Finally,
I want. This is what I'd
we
like to
put the
see.
things in the pot,
Mm,
simmering.
mm. It's simmering, yeah? It's simmering
2024,
indeed.
we have a taster, and 2025 we're having a meal.
Emil. Drea says, "Oh, it was definitely all planned before the announcements. Question is just how long? How long have they had this in the pipeline? How long has this
I
been
think
going on
October.
behind the scenes?" You'd say
October.
October. As
Yeah.
soon as that flight that fell for
I
that
think
floor happened.
everything that happens at McLaren, they do it way early, man. Like the whole signing of Oscar Piastri, that was June 1st. That was before Alonso even got announced to Aston Martin. Their man did that ages ago. It
Yo,
wasn't a case of, oh, Aston Martin have now got an open. Aston Martin now hired Alonso. Oscar Piastri is going to get that seat. We need to quickly sign him. No, we signed him long time ago. So everything
oh,
happens long time. But just I don't know what's going on in McLaren. McLaren's got watertight, no leaks, no leaks
no
ever.
leaks, boy. Man, there, boy. McLaren moving mad. Nate says, "Yes, lads. What's going on, my brother? Hope you're good. Hope you're good." Drea says, "Key was in charge of fitting the Mercedes engine in 2021, and he did well with that, but the car didn't change much from before." I think that was to your point as well earlier. You know,
He just
2020 and 2020 and the 2021 car, same thing, weren't they?
I remember
So
the 2020 car was built in 2019, but
yes.
James Key came in the end of 2019. So it's not his car.
Mm,
It was Pat
mm.
Fry, Andrea Stella, and Peter Pedromo that
So the
built that car.
first time he's actually had the hands on a new car, he
It was
served up what we
2022.
had. It's what we had last year. It's what we
Hey,
got
Zach's
served up.
cold, man. Zach said you built one car, you're out of it. I'm dead.
Yeah, because what?
Zach
Like,
said one car, you're gone. You gave us a
yeah,
dead car,
100%.
you're gone. No, but to be fair, for even shout out to Pat Fry, because Pat Fry is now the technical guy at Alpine, right? He's the guy that
Alpine.
builds cars at Alpine, yeah. He used to build cars for us. Him, Peter Pedromo, and Stella built that car in the whole with all these restrictions that we have in terms of wind tunnel infrastructure stuff like that, and they still built a car that won the race and got multiple podiums.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
that's
Key
really
was
good.
given the same opportunity, and
And here we are.
here we are.
It stunk. It stunk out the joint. Um, Generous Dave Gaming, what's going on, brother? Hope you're good. Make sure you get his EP, bro. He does a bit of music as well, you know. His EP just come out. I don't
Generous
know.
Dave, yeah, every time something happens at McLaren, he acts us on Twitter and says,
He's
"You lot
he's
are having a stinker."
these
And
times
he's
we can't talk
consistent with
about
it.
his team. We can't talk about his team though. He doesn't want to talk about his team.
What, you don't
Okay,
want to talk about Merc?
he doesn't want to talk about Merck. He's not here for it, bro. He's not here for it.
Let me just start for the Merc fans. Let me bring something up. Let me bring something up. Let me
Oh
bring something
dear,
up
dear.
because
Yeah.
Total Wolff said today, I think the lag behind Red Bull is 6 to 12 months. I like it, man. I want to hear them talks, man. I want to hear them talks, man.
Nah, them man are moving mad, yeah. I'll type generous Dave, man. Yeah, it's been a stinker for the orange man. They're papaya, but let's get it right, okay? Let's at least have it right. Big up Hex Hooper. You don't know, sending us the fire emojis. You don't know this is fire. So last season, just laughing, I guess, at some comments that we were making earlier. Drea says, new people, I think we needed that for sure, but it will take time for them to make an impact. Yeah, they got that 3 year. They got that 3 year window. You know what I'm saying? 2025. Boy, if the car stinks in 2025, Mahad, what do we do? What do we do? If it
Reporting live
stinks,
from
like
Woking.
if it's
Reporting live from Woking
we
outside.
listen. I'll jump in the whip and I'll meet you at Woking Ram, and we're out. We're gonna outside with our
We're
banners.
doing a live stream from outside Woking.
We want
Outside the
Stella out. We
MTC.
want Stella out. Yeah, I'll be
We're
right
gonna
there at
start
the
that.
door.
So anybody that's out there that's in the UK that's a McLaren fan, come meet us.
Yeah, like
Because
the thing is,
20,
even
so it's 2025, 2026. So 2024, I expect us to be up there, top of the midfield, off and fight for podiums, right?
yep,
2025, 2026, I want us fighting for race wins and championships.
a
I don't care.
hundred percent, a
I
hundred
don't care.
percent,
There's
a
no
hundred percent.
excuse. 2026, if we're not like in the running for the title, I'm very angry.
Yeah, Zach Brown will have to. I'll bring Zach
That's not
Brown to the
far.
front.
It's 3 years, you know.
It's not far,
So 2024, I'm talking podiums, top of the midfield. That's next year. Then
bro.
2025, 2026, I want us race winning. I
Saw
want us
you. I saw you.
challenging for the championship.
I saw you put up a tweet. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. You put up something that bored me, man. It bored my blood because it was basically how much money McLaren had spent in a season, right? And we were top of the tree, like 2017. It was that 17
No,
era,
no,
like
no, no.
15,
Let me
16,
find
17.
that. I didn't tweet that. Shouts to Dino. Dino tweeted that.
Was it a
But
retweet?
I retweeted it because I saw it, and then
Blood.
my eyes went blank a little bit
My
because
blood boiled, fam.
I
Because
said this on the last lap. I said this on
yeah,
the last lap because
you said that we were swinging like it was the
everybody's
top,
saying,
innit?
oh, look, 2022, McLaren are finished. That's a stinker. Da, da, da. McLaren were finished 2015 when we decided to spend 528 million and 246 million back-to-back years with this Honda thing and finished 9th in the constructors. We spent more money than Ferrari. We spent more money than Red Bull. Same
That's
amount
the
of money
thing.
as Red Bull
That's
and
the thing I
Mercedes.
don't get. Like, how is nobody outspending us? And no, that was what we produced those 2 years. What the hell? Listen, there needs to be a documentary on those 2 seasons because I need to know
There's
what
never in the history of
happened.
Formula One where a team has said we're going to win races this year. We're targeting the championship, and they finish 9th in the constructors. Nobody. I don't even recall that ever in my mind.
No, for real, for real. That is outrageous. That is outrageous. That is outrageous. Mate, my blood boiled, bruv. I said
At least
no.
this time we didn't promise nothing.
Mm.
So everybody say, "Oh, McLaren are finished. McLaren are the new Williams. It's over." Why did they it's been a downfall since they sacked Ron Dennis. Do you know where Ron Dennis had us?
Wow. People.
This is nowhere near. This is nowhere near. We're still up
The
on
thing
that.
is, yeah, I
Even though we
drank
got
the
0 points, I swear to God, we're still up.
no
From
facts. No, facts.
them times, it was pain.
Let's be very clear. I was drinking that Kool-Aid, that Ron Dennis Kool-Aid when he came back in. I was like, yeah. Ron's back in town, bro. Let's cut this mess. And nothing changed, bro. Nothing changed. So anyway, at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, Nathan says if Zach B fails to employ people to make your team better again, like fourth or fifth in the constructors, should he leave? What's this season or next season?
I think he's got until his deadline is 2025 as well.
Well,
But then,
I think to finish fourth, fifth, it's next season.
wait. So what? If we finish fourth, fifth this season, that's an achievement. If we finish
Yeah.
fourth, fifth next season, that's a problem. So he's trying to say.
No. I'm saying, let's see. Zach B fails to employ to make the team better again, like fourth or fifth. Obviously, he's under the
I
impression.
think maybe we're talking next season. So if next season,
Yeah.
if we haven't made an improvement on this season and the season before, then obviously that's a question for the stakeholders, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, Zach Brown don't have a boss.
Yeah.
He can only get fired from the board and the people that invest in McLaren.
Yeah.
He's the CEO. He does the firing. So everybody said, "Oh, you should fire Zach Brown." How can Zach Brown be fired? He's the CEO. When do CEOs get fired? You either get a vote
Yeah.
of no confidence from the stakeholders and the shareholders, whatever. So
Yeah.
that has to happen, and that's what happened. That's how they got Ron Dennis out. So that's a
CEO
long
is a
process
big
to get
role.
rid of him.
That's a big role, man. It's a big role.
He's got a big role. He's got to look after. I think what he's doing now is kind of taking a step back and saying, "Yo, Stella, you do your thing. Here's your team. I've hired
Yeah.
all these senior people. You make it work." Because I've got Formula E, I've got Extreme E, I've got IndyCar, I've got the cars that I have to actually sell. He's got so much going on. It's not just Formula One. And he's doing his job, Zach, because we got 47 sponsors.
He is. But part of his...
I don't want to hear no criticism of Zach right now because he's doing his job by bringing money in.
No, that is true. However, I am watching him only on this recruitment.
Yeah, recruitment. If like what Nathan said now, if these guys have a stinker, the people that he's hired,
yeah,
if Stella has a stinker, Sanchez, all these man, then obviously is on Zach's head.
It is on Zach's head. Yeah. Okay. Big up everybody that's watching right now, man. You lot are absolute legends. Even joining us at 6:15. Hey, you know we ain't done a 7 o'clock Tuesday stream in time, bro. There's always something kicking off. But yeah, big up to everybody fasting right now as well. Yes, big up to everyone that's watching the video. Make sure you smash a like on the channel as well as subscribe to us, man. We need to get McLaren fans knowing that we exist.
Tell a what do you say? Tell a McLaren fan to tell a McLaren fan.
Exactly, bro. Big news though, my man. Yeah, big up McLaren. Whoever runs the McLaren Twitter space.
McLaren, if you're watching, you're following Peter, but you're not following McLaren Fan TV.
That's a howler. Still, that's a howler. I'm not gonna lie, that's a howler. Bro, I don't get it.
That's Arsenal clout, man. That's Arsenal.
I don't get it. But McLaren literally followed, man. I don't understand.
That was out of the blue, right?
Why. I don't know who, what, where, or why, man. Someone's in there. Someone's in there that we know. Someone's in there. I'm sure of it. But yeah, big up McLaren. Make sure you follow McLaren Fan TV though, McLaren. Yeah, we're not like AFTV where we're gonna maybe slag you off. We're not. That's not what we're about. We are about backing the team. We're backing the brand. Yeah, from whatever color you are this year to whatever color you're gonna be next year, or whatever the case may be, we are here nonetheless. Daniel House says, cannot wait to smell what we are cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying?
P1, that's what we're cooking. P1.
I said P1. Straight in there, man. I said P1. But Canadian Gringo says, if the car stinks, bro, 2025, Aston Martin Fan TV. Straight in, I said Aston Martin Fan TV. That is outrageous.
That's it. Man's making the transition. Canadian Gringo says, forget it, man.
Yo, question though, for the Aston Martin crew or like like the Force India crew or whatever, like back in the day, Jordan, whatever, like what do you do in it when your team changes? Like, do you ride it or what? Like, what do you do?
I don't know because they've got Aston Martin's got a lot of fans now.
Yeah,
but at Force India they have a lot of fans. Jordan had fans, but
Jordan had fans because everybody kind of liked them. They were like the niche team.
They've gone for a lot of iterations. Weren't they
Spiker, yeah.
They've been a lot of different teams, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's Arrows and them man there? You know what I'm saying? Where's the Minardi gang? You know them ones? Like, where?
No, I can accept Aston Martin fans because Aston Martin is going to be here for a while.
Yeah,
he ain't going anywhere. Yeah. Till Stroll gets that championship, he ain't going anywhere.
If McLaren changed team now, say we called ourselves, I don't know, bro. They just changed completely. It's no
what
longer...
if Porsche bought us when we would just become Porsche?
Yeah. What are you saying? Like, it's sticky, in it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, boy. I'm FOM, bro.
If a team comes in and we do a collaboration and we're called, I don't know, McLaren Porsche or something like that. Yeah. If it's still got a McLaren in it, it's
Yeah.
fine. If it ain't got a McLaren name, I don't know. I might
No,
just become neutral.
that's 100% fact, bro. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. I might because I don't know what that would ruin me, And yet Formula
What if
One
we
is
became
got
Andretti?
again like what's the like? Do you know what I mean? Like
Zach Brown, don't you dare, man.
that's the
Don't you
thing,
dare.
like because I love the word McLaren Mercedes, but we're not even called that anymore, are we? We're just called McLaren. Till now, we're still called McLaren. We're not even called McLaren Mercedes, which is
Exactly.
interesting. But yeah, Alex says he'll be here even if we stink in 2025. Do you know what I'm saying? I said no doubt I'll walk.
We will be
I'll
there.
walk. He will walk from Wales to Woking, bro. That is a bop. If necessary, he will walk with us, man. Drea says if 2025 doesn't work, I think our drivers will be gone, and rightly so. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We won't expect them to be here, boy. And Nathan was just referring to next season. So as we finished up on that comment there, big up Steph Flo. He says, "Big up y'all. What is happening, man? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us." Uzair says, "McLaren admin, if you're in the chat, listen to Lando and bring back the goat livery. Listen, man." They want the livery, bro. They want the livery back. You know what I'm saying? They want the livery back. Lando
I
is
don't
your
want it.
boy.
I
Listen to
don't
him.
want it.
We
Is
need
there
it, man.
that livery is mid?
No, that's an outrageous take. That's an outrageous take.
I don't want to see it. I know Lando loves it, and all the guys love it. Listen,
When did we join Vodafone? Would that have been
that's
06?
2005. 2005.
5 even.
No,
So
2006. 2006. 2006. 2005 was the last
2006.
West one.
Yeah, so 2006 to 2000 and what? 13? You know what I'm saying?
That
I had
livery
cook with
is
that.
not. Look, he knows. Vodafone is no.
Vodafone is
West
mid.
is
That's
clear. Marlboro's
outrageous.
better than it. What I'm telling you now, Western Marlboro's better than it. 100%.
Nah, I'm not having that.
What?
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
What's wrong? So what one are you saying? West is better than it.
Do you know no, to be sorry, my favorite, if I'm honest, like it's the 2000 and like 11, 12, 13 Vodafone. Those are my favorite liveries. I love West. I love Marlboro. Don't get me wrong. Marlboro's not really like I weren't there. Like I weren't in
I wasn't
friggin'
there either, man. I'm
I
not that
weren't
old.
I weren't in Sao Paulo. You know what I'm saying? Rooting for Senna. You know them was there. I wasn't there like that. So it doesn't necessarily pull me. Obviously the West is how I began, but I think the Vodafone liveries are better. I don't know. You know
Hey,
what?
let it just be.
You see,
Let it be.
okay.
If it's
Let,
fast, I'm rocking with it.
let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. Are you talking early West or are you talking late West? Are you talking
Whole
Raikkonen
West.
West?
Whole
I'm gonna say
West.
whole West because I was gonna say, are you talking Hackenden
Western.
West or are you talking Raikkonen West? Because
Both.
Raikkonen West is greasy. Raikkonen West is greasy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie on that one. I'm not really there. Like, listen, I like the West. No, let's be very clear. I like the West. Let's be very clear. But man, look, the comment section are going, bro. They're going, bro. The Marlboro livery better indeed. It said that West livery was so mid.
Well, it's coming back. We're gonna see it this year.
We are
I
seeing
guarantee
it.
it.
We are
I
almost
guarantee
seeing
we're
it,
seeing
man.
that livery this year.
Rest of the Marlboro livery, most overrated
We're
livery
seeing that.
ever.
We're seeing that livery as well.
I
We're
think
not
that
seeing
is
the
an over.
Vodafone though.
I'll
We're
be
not
honest
seeing the
with you.
Vodafone.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I think it's overrated, that Marlboro one, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like now, like if you had it now,
You're gonna
like
make me go get a pack of cigarettes now.
I'm thinking, what during Ramadan as well? Flipping hell. The thing is,
Stress
yeah,
that.
100% I'm stressed. Thing is, like, yeah, I think it goes Western Vodafone. We can swing for that. I'll go Vodafone just, but then after that, like, I'm not putting Marlboro up there with them, man. I'm not putting them up there. Like, I got the 2014 for me, and then also the 20. What's it called? The 20. We had an awful car that year. I think it was a 2016. Those are my two liveries, man. I love that because the 2016 tried to come back with the it kind of tried to be a West and a Vodafone at the same time. They tried to do that, but it was a
We're
shame.
seeing a lot of these liveries this year, and we're slow as hell. So I'm just in pain.
That's the thing, isn't it? Nathan says, I said, and I say next season because after the way Zach Brown talked about my Jigger Rossi, he needs to face the front and show
Hey,
something.
Rossi's a clown, man. When Rossi starts talking smack about Gasly and them, man,
Yeah,
Rossi don't care about nobody but himself, man.
you know that
He's
was.
so unprofessional.
Jay says, I don't care about delivery. I just want to go fast, don't we? Yeah. Listen,
Yes.
If the car is fast, it's the best livery in the world. Let's be very
1 million
clear.
percent.
If it goes fast, that's why we're fighting about the championship liveries. You know them ones.
Should we talk about how we need to go fast? Isn't that this thing that got revealed today that we saw with our own eyes? That's actually real.
Hello. Let me see. Let me see if I got that up. If I can get that up.
We need that. We need that, man.
Aye,
Guys, if
aye,
you know what
aye.
I'm talking about, it's actually real, guys.
Where is it, man? Where is it, man? Let me have a look for this bad boy. But yeah, listen, it is a winner. I see this. You know what it is? The thing is, it caught me off guard, like proper off guard. That watching that sort of I don't know the friggin' it, I was watching this tweet. If you lot can see the screen, let me know what's going on. Yeah, but like, is this what I think it is, bruv? You know what I'm saying? Is this what I think it is? Because if
Can
this
you
is the
people see?
case,
Can you people see
oh
what's on
wait,
the screen right now?
let me put it on. I need to share it like this.
Let us know
Boom,
if you can see it.
boom. Huh? How do we get fast? I don't know.
Expand
Is
that
that
first picture.
cheese? The big dogs, them, yeah.
What's that,
Ready,
guys?
ready.
What's that?
Huh? That's what I'm
It's
talking
real.
about. It's real. You know the ones there. We are in business, boy. We are in business, people.
There is a
Yeah.
wind tunnel in Woking.
Look at that. It's looking lush. It's looking lush. It's looking lush. We're ready to go, boy. We're ready to go. Yeah. Big up Alex
It's
and
real.
fellas. It's real. Yeah. It's there. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, it is real. Beautiful. Huh? You're done, right?
Every
You're
week we're
done now.
hearing. Every week we're hearing. Oh, wind tunnel, wind tunnel, wind tunnel. This is the thing, man.
This is it, bro.
You
This
know
is
what I
what we've
did,
been waiting
yeah?
for.
I'm such a weirdo. You know what I did? I started googling other people's wind tunnels. Let me Google. Is that all look better? What's going on? I don't even know nothing about wind tunnels or aerodynamics. I was like, which one's better? Well, I'm say I typed in Brackley wind tunnel. Bang. I typed in
That's a
Alpine.
Brackley. That's
I typed in
straight in there.
Alpine wind tunnel. Just wanted to see what they all look like.
It's about that.
Ferrari one looks crazy. Ferrari wind
The
tunnel looks
AlphaTauri know,
crazy.
innit? They know. People know, boy. They know. Huh? But you
So
man will
the only
cook.
advantage we got right now is that this is the newest wind tunnel. So I assume it has the most up-to-date technology compared to everybody else. But then
Word.
somebody else up the road in Silverstone called Aston Martin, they're building a wind tunnel right now.
Yeah.
So then they'll probably have the most up-to-date wind tunnel
That's the
after
thing,
us.
yeah.
But then
Yeah,
if it's and listen, if it's a Aston Martin McLaren title battle thing in 2026, I will be there.
Oh, 1,000%. Are you
I will
crazy?
be there.
Look at
I don't know who's
this.
going to be at Aston Martin. Who knows?
That's
Could be
yeah.
one of our drivers over there. Who knows?
Oh, don't, man. Shout out to Ethan who's just joined us. He says, "I take the bright pink livery if it means we are fast." Yeah, you're
Shout out
done
to Steve.
now. Big up, like and subscribe, everybody. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. But there you
Shout out
go.
to KBQ, my brother.
There is the glimpse, people. There is the glimpse of the wind tunnel. Yeah, bro, I was gassed when I saw that. I can't lie. I was gassed when I saw that. I said, "Yeah, we are here. We've arrived." And more time, sometimes I just I'll just like look at McLaren's like Insta or Twitter. I take some pictures for thinking of videos or whatever in mind, and I kind of like slept on it. I kind of just saw the tweet and I was like, okay, whatever. 2-2's now. I'm there clocking. Oh snap! This is the thing. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been here waiting for. So yeah, man. Hey, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. You're on mute, Cuzzy.
All the upgrades from now on will coming from there.
That's what we like to see, people.
So listen, if it's a case where we have like a bit of a stinker this season, and then we start collecting points, like how AM collected points last year. You know how they just turned it around. Let's bring the new car, start collecting points, do our thing. I'll take that. If it sets us up for being elite next year, I will be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see, man. We've got to wait and see. Shall we
100%.
move? Should we move on? Should
Yeah.
we move this conversation on? Because I think it's time, people. Guess where we are this weekend. Now, I need to ask you a question. What's this Straya talk all about? Because McLaren have been tweeting that a lot lately. Where
Don't even know.
Straya, welcome to Straya. I'm thinking, man,
Is that what they call it? I've never been to Australia, man.
them man. Well, I don't know who calls it that, but luckily we've got an Australian.
Is there anybody from Australia here? I know we had some people from Australia before. I don't know if we've done it on the wrong time.
Listen, Oscar Piastri, yeah, is an Aussie. So I could lean on him, but Straya, because they first put it with I think it was like a Norris tweet or like a quote, and I thought, oh, this might not land well. Depends. Then I see Oscar Piastri behind it as well. So I said, okay, fair enough. Maybe it's an Aussie thing. Who knows? But yeah, Australian Grand Prix, man. We're here again. Good to have Australian Grand Prix back. Do you know what? Now I feel like this is the first race of the season. Like, I never think Bahrain and Saudi kick it off for me. Like, whenever I get to Australia, I feel like, okay, now we're starting the season. I don't know why. I can't let go of Australia not being the first race of the season.
I think it might be next year.
Mm.
Should be. Or Saudi Arabia will be the opening race next year. But
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, because Ramadan goes backwards. They're not going to do a Formula One race in Ramadan. So they're going to try to get the first. They're two Muslim countries. They don't want to be hosting a race in the beginning of March. So something's going to happen. We'll find out. This is the Mahad Oracle settings. There's not going to be a Bahrain and Saudi Arabia are not going to open the season next year. But
interesting.
But Australia, no, I don't really feel this track. I'm not going to lie.
Do you not?
Nah.
Why?
It's nostalgia for me as a kid waking up at stupid o'clock and watching it. And it's always the opening race. And if you was to ask me the track layout, I could probably drive it with my eyes closed because I know it like that, just because of all the Formula One games from when I was a kid and stuff like that. I know.
Ain't there a few little touches though? Ain't there a few little touches this year?
Yeah, they've changed it a little bit, but it's still the same Albert Park.
Technically the same,
yeah. Just bring back Adelaide, man. Bring Mount Panorama, man.
I don't remember Adelaide.
Give these drivers a challenge, man.
I don't remember Adelaide at all. So if somebody says to me, "Oh yeah, we should go back to Adelaide," I'll be like, "All right,
cool, put them in Mount Panorama. Give them a challenge. That's a real track right there."
I said,
but anyways, but no, the people will probably end up really hurting themselves on that. No, but this race, obviously another race with this car. If we have a clean race, maybe we can get 2 points, 3 points. We've not had a clean race at all. Our season turned around last year, this time at Australia.
Look, Dre has given us some hope here. We started performing in Australia last year, so I want to be hopeful this year will be the same, but there will be 4 DRS zones. So will that be good for us?
We need DRS zones because they were not fast in Australia. We bloody need DRS.
Are we going to get eaten?
I think our car performs well with the DRS open.
It works well, yeah.
I mean, listen, so if there's 4, which is just insane to me anyway.
I'll go back to is it Bahrain or Saudi where we were swinging? You know what I'm saying? Okay, lap behind, but
we don't know the pace of the car. This might be the race where we see the actual pace of the car.
We actually see the pace. Sorry, we do need a clean.
If it's got Piastri quali P9 pace in Saudi, and Piastri isn't going to have as much experience as Norris in the car in terms of pushing it to the whole limit.
Not this again.
It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going.
I'm still here. Anyway,
you're a mood lighting right now.
Yeah, this is it, bro. Ambiance sound. You know what I mean? Ambiance.
I really think we have to do something. We just have a clean race. I'm looking at a P9, P10. That's what I'm looking at.
I'm hopeful. Dre's saying that it didn't help us last race, that DRS zones.
Boy, we are damaged. Both cars damage tax.
True that. And we were so unlucky. I mean, the more I think about it, what was it? Was it Piastri that had damage, or was it Norris that had damage, and then it hit the other car, hit the teammate? You know,
Piastri had damage, dodged everybody else, hit Norris's car, damaged his car. So we had 2 damage. So first race, engine problems for Norris, whatever the air thing as well.
Yeah.
First race, Piastri's steering wheel broke, whatever.
Yeah.
Then second race, both of them had car damage on lap 1. We don't know what this car can do. We have no evaluation of what this car can do, apart from quali in Saudi with 1 car.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Remember,
so I'm positive about Australia. This is Australia. I think we're going to bring a small upgrade. Obviously, the big packages in Baku, but I think this is where we get points.
Oh,
I'm saying it's combined, we'll get 6 points.
Okay, combined 6
points. Which is a start.
Oh, that's something. That's something for sure. Quali, are we getting into Q3?
1 car's getting into Q3.
1 car into Q3.
Maybe a 10 and 11.
Dre's still.
I think we've got 1 lap pace.
I think it's
Roscoe can do that in that car.
I think it's there too. I think it's there too. Drea says still hopeful. Both cars in Q3, just barely probably, but I think we can do it. Um, could be a good shout there. Steflo says the race recently had a graphics that said the car was the sixth fastest on pace over the first two races.
The race told us after testing we were the slowest car, and now we're
True that.
sixth. Why
True that.
changing up?
True that.
What's the change up?
Now, honestly, it blew my mind when people had us last. It blew my mind. It blew my
We're
mind.
technically lost though when they're at low key.
I mean, like as you said, though, innit? Technicalities on that.
On a
But the thing,
technicality,
yeah, had
no,
we
no,
both,
no.
had
Our
we
pace is
finished
good.
every race, if we finished all the races and we still finished last, like fair enough.
If we have the sixth fastest car, we're getting points, man.
Well, there
Sixth
you go.
fastest car plus driver talent.
Which makes it the fourth fastest car
Exactly. There we go.
straight away.
Same tolerance.
Yeah, I mean, look, we look forward to the Australian Grand Prix this weekend. Are you gonna do practice one 2:30 settings?
Nah, man. Can't.
Hey, listen, it's WrestleMania weekend, isn't it? Yeah. So
You're
basically,
up anyway.
it's gonna be hell on earth. I will probably be because obviously, when's practice? Friday. Actually, to be fair, no, I will miss Friday. No, I'm not doing Friday. Bun that.
I used Friday 2:30. I ain't watching none of the feeder races. You think I'm gonna watch an F3 feature race at 2:30 in the morning? You must be insane. I love F3 and F2. I'm not watching an F3 feature race at 2:30 in the morning.
Nah, no way, no way. And we got a match day. I got a match day Saturday with Leeds. So it's peak, bruv. It's peak, yeah. So like you imagine like quali's gonna be about 6 a.m. on Saturday. I'll watch that. Okay. Then
no, wake up 6 a.m. watch quali, go about your day.
Yeah, go about your day, and then.
But then Saturday night's peak for you.
It's Saturday night's peak because
I heard that the best way to watch Australian quali, guys, if you live in the UK, is to just go to the club, go to a nightclub, and then come home, and then it'll be there.
Go to the rave, yeah. Is that what they're saying?
Come home, watch the race, go to sleep.
So what is I've never been to F1. I don't know if anyone has yet, but are they showing? If they're showing,
sorry, you broke up. You broke up, bro.
Oh, have I broken up?
No, you're back now. Go on.
Okay, as soon as I touch the web browser, bro, it goes kaput. I was saying F1 Arcade. Do you reckon it's showing the race?
Yeah. They sent me an email saying they're selling tickets and that.
Shut up. But Australia,
I swear to God, I got an email from F1 Arcade.
These men have no shame.
Like an event there, and then they put me on their list and that.
On the mailing list.
And then they sent me, you can get tickets to watch the race, Australian race. Who's going to be at a bar at 6 a.m?
A lot of things have to be questioned.
You can't. I swear on Sunday you can't sell alcohol before.
Yeah. The borough has to get licensed, bro. The borough has to get a license. I'll be amazed.
That is insane.
Yeah. If
all right, let any stop lads watching. We're gonna go to F1 Arcade to watch the race, guys. Wake up. I'm picking you guys up.
Oh my days. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do these last comments before we sign out and see you lot in Australia. Alex says Martins is the GOAT, but he's just allergic to finishing a feature race.
No. Bro, we watched that Saudi race. It was a howler. You was gassing him up. He had a stinker, absolute stinker. So did Oliver Bearman. In my head, when he did that, I was like, Alex, you had a howler. You was rating this guy.
He was absolutely out there rating. Drea says I'll be up at least for FP2. FP1 is 4:30 for me. That's the time I normally get up for work, so I might do it. You know the ones when it two birds with one stone, as they say.
Yeah, do it.
Who's there says IndyCar is better.
IndyCar is fantastic.
You know, I ain't got.
Last year IndyCar was beautiful.
I can't watch any more sport. I can't fit any in. There's no room. I've got no room whatsoever. Yeah, never mind being married. I'm not gonna. Do you think she's gonna sit there and watch the F1 with me? Flipping hell, man. She barely watches the F1. She couldn't tell you a driver. Just knows Hamilton for no racing stuff whatsoever. Just the fact
Hamilton. I saw him on Instagram. Them ones.
You know them ones. Martins vs Porsche will be good all season. Man like Ranch, you know. Man like
Ranch. F1 is showing the race. How did I know? This guy's gonna be he's gonna be out there.
He's gonna be out there, yeah.
He's gonna be like, I was already in the race. I was in Shoreditch. Let me just go down there.
I might as well, bro. Just a quick left and I'm there. Them man, them for the people that are working that arcade during that time. Fair play to you, man. When I was at F1 Arcade, them man had highlights and previous races there.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, you went
so
F1 Arcade, innit? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
mm,
Because
mm.
Tomo
So
and Aldous did a show there, innit?
they did a show there, yeah, which sold out. I had to firm that, boy. I had to firm that miss.
Yeah, I had to film.
So they'll show the race for sure. If I was rich, I'd probably go to the F1 Arcade every race. Yo, them packages are wild. I saw one of the VIP things. I just thought, let me see how far does this go? Like, I see what is it like 200 per head? What?
No,
I'm
let me get the price for the ticket. Let
saying,
me
do
get
I
the
meet
price.
Stella? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? 200 a head? Come on, brother. What are you telling me?
I don't feel. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like gaming early in the morning like that.
And what you? That's what I'm saying, man. I need a PS5 as well. I haven't got a PS5 even to this day.
Oh, you're slacking, man.
You know, like when
Got to get
obviously
that
when
B.
during lockdown, they were saying, oh yeah, they can't sell anymore. I thought, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
I'll let it move on. Two
Man
dudes
said,
now.
man said, I'm not fighting him on that.
I ain't fighting no one for that, yeah. But then 3 years later, I still haven't got it. Mind you, my last console, I don't think I even had a PS4. I swear I had a PS3. That's how peak it
Yeah, I
is. I
can't
swear
find the
my last
email,
console was PS3.
but they're definitely doing something.
Yeah,
My email's
but
always
I'm
sent.
with you on there. I'd run that still. I'll probably run it every race. That's where we would do McLaren Fan TV live. Post race, we'll go there, bang, finish.
Who's gonna come if we do McLaren Fan TV live?
We should do that
F1
actually.
Arcade, come through.
And you know, like, because you know, like with AFTV in it, yeah, they could just come to the Emirates Stadium and just record every man there and then. We should
Yeah,
just
that's
do
what
that anyway.
we can't do
We
that
should. You know what, let's go outside.
outside F1 Arcade.
Let's way outside. Hey, what do you think about the race?
That'd be funny, you know. Just talk to drunk people. I don't
I ain't,
even
gonna,
like F1.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that would be hilarious. We just wait outside the arcade, bro. Wait for people to come out and just be like, yo,
I might do that still.
yeah, that might be. I'm saying that might be a thing. If they sold tickets on the door, I'll be there.
This guy really thinks it's the dance, man. I said tickets on the
Oh,
door.
fantastic. I actually stopped watching the race. Oh, as in the
Oh, is this
thingy.
the F2 race? Hold that now.
See when that
Hold that.
happened.
Hold
I'm
that
gonna
now.
watch it on F1 TV. I'll tell the people that got F1 TV. General Stage says
Like
I
me,
can't
I
even
got
watch.
F1 TV.
Hey, what NordVPN? Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
General Stage said I can't even watch. Shift starts at 7. That is peak.
Pain.
What, David? Is West Ham playing at home or something? Because he sometimes works for West Ham as well. That's interesting. Nathan said 200 quid for all that food better be free. Listen, I don't know, man. I said man's on the PSP. They're not putting out games, are they? They're not putting out games. The PSP cannot still be putting out games.
Hey,
There's no
PSP
way.
one of the most elite consoles ever, man.
Hey, yo, the PSP was elite, bro. A1. My brother
Ahead
had
of its
one of
time.
those. Ahead of its time for sure. Ranch says if Ranch thinks it's free shots.
Don't kill me, man.
That's a great comment. Live Q&A just for a ting to say.
Yeah,
I'm not a
imagine
fan
we're
of
outside and
sport.
then we're like outside the place and we're like, oh yeah, so who's your favorite driver? Who's your favorite team? Oh, I'm just here for a drink. Forget about
Yeah,
it, man.
my
Do you guys want to see
boyfriend
that
bought me.
content?
Yeah,
Which
I'm
we
in,
did
bro.
a Q&A thing at the Bahrain race. Check us out on TikTok. Piss off Fracker.
Is it?
With some of
Yeah.
the fans. And then we were looking for
Aye,
people.
big
The
up, big up.
people, some of the people actually one
What's
of the
that?
people that we interviewed, they didn't know nothing about F1. I like the green car.
Stinker.
I like this. I was like, man.
Nah. If I'm getting what color you like, get the hell out of here, man. If you don't get out of my face.
All right, guys. I
Oh,
need to
we should
eat,
do it. Yeah.
guys.
Listen.
Go.
We need to wrap up now, so we need to bounce. But big up everybody that's tweeted and then that's commented. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Do me a favor, everybody, as well. Can you share this video like on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on anything else, whatever you've got? Just like even take a clip and just share it out there, just so we can get people going and knowing what's going on here. Sky Germany crew. You know what I'm saying? I have to enjoy Ralph Schumacher. Big up Ralph.
At McLaren's Twitter page about us.
And yeah, actually, that's another thing. Yeah, at McLaren's Twitter page, and I think we got to do that on our channel as well, mate. We got to keep at
them on Twitter. Say, look, follow McLaren Fan TV.
You're done though. This is a howler. 4 packets.
I'm hungry, man.
Oh, that's a howler.
You're killing me, bro.
All right, listen, you guys, we're gonna end it on that one. No cap. If Caterham was still around, it would be a big fan base because delivery. Nah, Caterham stunk. Let's be clear. And it was a dead green as well, bruv. It was a dead green, bruv. It's not the Aston Martin green. Yeah. Anyway,
See you
man, them.
guys. See everybody.
Y'all them. Peace.
Next week we'll be there.